Hello, Radiant Lights. So great to connect with you for this reading. I gotta tell you, the energies that I am feeling are just on point, but also just expanding. So what I mean by on point is whatever you need this week, you're going to receive. Now, the wisdom will be, do you recognize it? If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Michelle. Welcome to this part of your soul path journey. And those of you that have been traveling with me for a while, Sat Nam and Namaste. Such a heart connection with all of you. I appreciate you all so much. As usual, the soul stories, which are each pile, each card, will be time stamped so you can jump ahead. If you don't want to get the tune in that I've got from the guides and the Ascended Masters. Speaking of Ascended Masters, a lot of you are going to be working more with guides. There's a lot opening up. If we looked astrologically, of course, it's this Uranian energy. As a channel, a trance channel and a conscious channel, I have been so dialed into that Uranian energy, probably also because I have Uranus conjunct my Mercury, right? And what does that do? That gives you the ability to channel higher frequency energy, source energy, God, the all that is, guides, universe, cosmic downloads. But this is something that many of you are going to, or maybe you're already experiencing, or you're going to be experiencing more and more frequently and consistently. And many of you are going to be getting your, I'm hearing, galactic guides. We're becoming more galactic citizens. Now, many of you already have that. What does that mean? Well, it's being aware of the fullness of your total being. Now, that's different for different people. For many of us, it's realizing and recognizing our other dimensional selves and abilities and other planetary experiences. And all of that will be coalescing. I mean, there's no mistake why, there's more talk of extraterrestrials or aliens or unidentified flying objects, which most of those, I've had a lot of experiences with that actually. And most of them are other dimensional beings. We slip into different portals, if you will, kind of like a deja vu. There's going to be a lot more of that. There's going to be a lot more of you opening to your gifts, your skills, your skill set, looking at what's in my wheelhouse. What do I want to do? This week, let joy guide you, the frequency of joy. You may have to go to one or two places of inspiration or places that raise your vibration, or have that conversation with that special friend or family member, whomever it is, that soul buddy, that soulmate, that kindred spirit that uplifts you. Because there are going to be some density shifts where the energy gets quite dense and quite trying, because there's a lot of stuff purging coming up from the past, your past, the collective past, meaning societal, familial, but also the mainstream awareness. Also, I do feel like this whole shot thing situation that we have currently with this condition that's being called a pandemic or whatever is going to ramp up again, and there's going to be more breakdowns and clampdowns. So we have this kind of expansion, contraction energy that is very Uranian, by the way, but it's manifesting in different ways depending on the form, the function, and the vibrational frequency. So it's going to affect institutions differently, slightly differently than certain individuals. I would say right now, like I have, I would connect, I'm hearing lepidolite for somebody. Lepidolite, that stone, that crystal, which I know helps also with dreams. Larimar is another one, which is for the throat chakra, also the heart, to get clear vision, clear voice. I'm hearing that there's a lot of you are going to have openings clairvoyantly, okay? What you see clairaudient, what you hear, clairsentient, what you feel. So there's an opening with the clairs, as we call them, right? Those intuitive abilities. So look for openings this week. Look for areas where you can express and expand. All right. Let's see. I want to let you know this is soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. And also remind everyone, if you have questions about your path, your soul's purpose, anything from hypnotherapy to transpersonal therapy, transpersonal psychology, divination, alchemy, even bereavement. If you look on my website, soulplayground.life, you'll see a bit of my background. But if you have questions about your life at this time or your path, you can reach me at MentorCam, the app, or you can go to the desktop version of MentorCam. And I believe you need to go to the app or download the app to ask questions. But I've really been enjoying it. A lot of people have been videoing me questions, and so I get to see you, and then I do a video response back to you. All right, let's tune in here. Soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. Now, one of the things I want to say, and just for the weeklies, I usually keep the cards. I don't edit each reading because there's usually some crossover. Now, what I was getting, meditation, spiritual guidance, the use of crystals, of stones, even rocks, pebbles, river rocks to ground this week. Use of stones that help to open up the throat chakra, okay? Such as Lapis Lazuli, right? I said Larimar, right? Lepidolite. Why the amethyst was chosen for this reading was that there's going to be higher frequency energy coming in through the crown. I'm hearing through the crown. So you may feel a little more woozy this week, or little like things are undefined, or you just really want to commune with nature, or you want to meditate more, or you want to do more readings. You want to connect more to the spirit realm of things. Many of you may be getting messages from your guides from the other side, or family members that have crossed over that are trying to reach you. There seems to be this thinning of the veils that have left, that are still remaining. There seems to be a thinning this week. Actually, I would say till the end of July, but it seems to heighten around the 15th or 16th of this month. So those of you that are into astrology may even want to look at the aspects. That might be kind of fun to do, or the numerology. We are in a 12-3, which is 12-3 hangman in the tarot this month from numerology, is Pisces. So I know there are some aspects, if I think back, if I get out of my right brain into left brain, I think there are some aspects to Jupiter in Pisces, right? Neptune in Pisces. I think we have, yeah. So there's a lot of this mystical, magical energy where you just want to reach out. You can feel things on the etheric plane. You can feel things are about to pop. They're about to happen. But what do you focus on? So that's what we're going to look at. Particularly how's this energy going to be manifesting for you, and how to best align to it and harness it, how to connect into it. So again, each of these is representing a different aspect of the spiritual light, spiritual energy, and what you're going to be receiving. Okay, so let's look at soul story number 1 here. I'm just going to push these other cards up. And I have a feeling this is going to be a long reading, but I feel like it's an impactful one, because do you feel my energy? There's something moving. But for many of you, it may be moving more etherically. You may feel the changes happening and you know they're right around the door. Okay, this is the affirmation card we'll look at later. You've got the Tower, or the point amethyst. So something, again, on point, getting to the point. You may need to share your point of view with someone. Oh, and you've got the divine feminine. The frequency of the divine feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side. Allow it to express itself openly, and it helps you to connect your intrinsic understanding of your connection to all of creation. Look at that, that's powerful. So look at that mandala. You know, it is a mandala. It would be good to meditate on a mandala. So you're being asked to see yourself connected to everything and everyone, okay? I'll look at the tarot here. You're also asked to open up to your creativity through the divine, through receiving. So I feel like this soul story, this group, is somehow you are opening up more. Perhaps you're receiving messages. Be more in a receptive mode this week. Don't try to push things. Let things kind of unfold for you is what I'm hearing. Okay. I'm using the Light Seers Tarot. I've got a message to use that. Oh, see, new beginning. So many of you at a new beginning, crossroads. I'm also hearing Page of Pentacles. Something is growing. That's how you're showing up. I'm going to do a 5-card spread here. And 8 of Wands. Look at that movement. Look at the colors there. Some of you, this could be in regards to relationship opening up, but many of you, I feel like it's you're opening up. Your third eye is opening up. Your heart chakra is opening up. You're opening up to a new level of self-expression, of creativity. I would say also be receptive to what comes through for you this week. I feel like you're going to have to answer a lot of calls, a lot of messages. There's a lot of movement. There's a lot of something you've planted or you've worked on is starting to take hold, and you're going to start seeing some signs of that. There is this birth. There's for some of you, it's a rebirth. What's coming from Spirit. Okay, so 8 of Wands or 8 of Pentacles. You've got 2 8s here. So this tells me that you're in a process and you know that. It may be taking longer than what you wanted or thought. But if you're asking about work, work is definitely picking up. Now, many of you are doing a lot of work on yourself, inner work, and that's paying off. So I would definitely say expect a breakthrough. That the key for you this week is you're going to be learning more and more how to draw things in from the mental plane, aligning your mental body with your emotional, the astral akashic aspect of you, so that you're doing less by effort. Okay, that's really important. If you want to align to this energy, do less by effort. Let more things come to you. Wow, look at this. Is this ever a confirmation? You've got the High Priestess. You've got Pisces here, right? Be aware of the moon cycles. You're in a cycle you cannot get out of. Soul story number 1. This cycle is it's like the wash cycle, the washing machine. Okay, you want to rush it, right? You see the clothes going around and it's rinsing and you want to rush it. Well, have you ever I've done this before. I've opened the door to the washing machine and I thought, oh, it's not that wet. It's been spinning for a while. And then I pick out my clothes, especially my jeans, and they're still wet. So that extra 10, 15 minutes in the cycle or extra 5 minutes, that's where you're at right now. So don't give up. You're in that last bit. You're in the last bit of that cycle. That's what all the moons are about. You're in the last bit. Do not give up. Do not lose heart is what I'm hearing. Go with what's happening. Go with the flow. You're about to get a breakthrough that you're not even expecting. You're about to have something, I want to say handed to you, but it's drawn to you. Look at this, the Shashumna, the column of light here. When I channel, my head starts getting hot, really, and tingly. I mean, unbelievably, like just these little lovely pinpricks. It's just but it's palpable. I mean, you can really feel it. And then my whole body, that has a message for some of you. That's going to let you know you're on the right track, right path. But I'm hearing do not swerve. Do not go to another track or path. You're in a cycle you can't get out of. You can't change. It's a soul contract what you're going through. Wow, what did I say? Look at this. Oh, you got too many. Okay, let's see. All right, I'll take them all. I gotta be. Find your bliss. I am following the path I love. Those are messages for you. Root chakra. Okay, that's okay. So what? Let me just see. And then you've got Earth Angel. So some of you know you've come back to help Earth in a planetary healing, in an awakening. So you've got to find your bliss. If you get a little depressed or down, reach out to someone, go someplace where it uplifts you. and your integration. I combine body, mind, and soul to lift all of humanity to a new dimension. That's what you're doing. No matter what else you're doing, that's your cosmic, contract and gift. So you are the divine feminine. You are channeling this healing light energy no matter what you're doing, no matter how you're showing up in the world. You have to understand that how you show up, and as you're showing up more and more authentically as you are impacting so many. So the work that you're doing is so important. Your creativity, your creative projects, the work you're doing on yourself. Do not give up. Each of you will know what this message is for you. And the affirmation card you got was light. Weave your spells by the light of stars and listen to your inner voice. There it is, High Priestess. So some of you have some decisions coming up within the next few weeks. Could be this week for some of you. You're going to have to trust your inner voice at this time. Okay? Trust your inner voice. And see, this is pointed. That's the point. You're on point. The decision is going to be on point. It's not going to be muddied. The decision you're making is not going to be muddied. All right, we're going to use this as your affirmation. I combine body, mind, and soul to lift all of humanity into a new dimension. That's for some of you. Okay, some of you, I'm a divine oracle of light. I radiate love wherever I go. Whoa. Please leave me in the comments who that's for. Woo, that just came through like, wow. Okay. All right, let's see. Oh, look at that, Destiny. Okay. Your Black Moon Astrology cards, you got a Yod or Yod, which I do have in my chart. The finger of God, and my Yod, different people say it differently, is through the 8th house, right? Of occult, divination, psychic, deep emotional healing, transformation. So I'm telling you that you're in a very fated path, soul story number 1. So go with it. You're about to have a breakthrough. Please don't give up. Please don't give up. You're so beautiful, wonderful. What you do is so needed and necessary. You are going to have that recognition. You are going to have what you need and want. You are going to have whatever it is that you're wanting. Your dreams, your goals, your desires are on their way. You're just in a cycle. You're in the rinse cycle, and it's almost there. Almost there. All right. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll connect with you later. All right, let's get to soul story number 2. Okay, I got to clear my energy. Ooh, I'm still in that energy pattern. Ooh. I'm still in that energy pattern of soul story number 1. Okay, so let me use my little bell here, because bells like to clear the energy. Soul story number 2. Wow, you got some fairly new amethyst of mine, and I'm seeing bridge over troubled water. There's a bridge. You're bridging from one situation to the next, one relationship to the next, one situation to the next. There's a lot of bridging, or you are also a bridger. Do you bridge the esoteric with the exoteric, the mainstream, the conscious to the subconscious? Are you bridging? So there's a lot to do with bridging for you in your life at this time. Wow, synergy. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combination and unions. So you have to go towards synergy, okay? Relationships, people, situations where you feel this connection, okay? When you feel mutual reciprocity, when you feel a mutual connection energetically, not just what people say. So you need to really pay attention this week to energy. Now, this is going to be something that you're going to be developing over time, is what I'm hearing. trust the energy. Vibes don't lie. Doesn't necessarily mean certain people or situations are bad for you. They may be non-life enhancing and you're going to move on from them. But some of the situations that you want or the people you want to connect with aren't quite ready, aren't quite on the same page. This is about a relationship. That relationship is not quite there yet. It's not quite ready. Okay, it's not, again, I'm getting the message for everyone and not to push, but I do feel that there is this energy, things pick up around you, or pick up for you, even if around you things seem stuck or stagnant. Let's see where you're coming from. We'll look at that. Things picking up. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is a lot about busting through. It can be about communication, but a lot of times it is this rebellious energy that is busting through to the next level. I feel, soul story number 2, you've latched onto something that you know is part of your path, and now you're really deciding to go for it. Okay, 5 of Cups. You're showing up as the 5 of Cups. Well, because a lot of what you had before isn't there anymore, right? Okay, Page of Swords, learning. Look, you've got 2 pages. So some of you could be finding your voice in something. Maybe you're going back to school or teaching or writing. Something new, some new kind of idea could be coming through for you, because you're looking at now what remains. Let's see what's coming from Spirit. 4 of Wands, celebration, new beginning, and next level. Some of you, this is a path to perhaps marriage or some kind of commitment. It could be business. There could be contracts signed is what I'm hearing. And then the Hermit. Okay. So you're definitely going to have a lot of energy pick up this week, but it may be start, stop. You may have put some things into motion and then it's like, okay, I need to reevaluate. What I want to say to you is don't be afraid to reevaluate. Spirit is bringing you some kind of commitment, some kind of wrapping up of the next level. I'm going to actually clarify this Page of Swords, because some of you, it's a project that you're working on. You're going to have the help or the support, or you're finishing it up. Okay, there it is, Knight of Cups. So it could lead to some kind of commitment. For some of you, again, it could be commitment, so contracts, legal deals, something signed. But some of you, this could be some kind of offer. It could be romantic. It could be something in love after past disappointment. But it's right at the beginning. Some of you, this is a conversation that you need to have with someone. And it gets you on the right page. It gets you both on the same page. For many of you, this is some kind of group that is going to bring you your soulmate, is what I heard. For some of you, it's bringing your soulmate. And for others of you, it is bringing soulmates. It's bringing your soul group. Connect with groups this week, spiritual centers, courses, online or offline, whatever. Groups are the way for you to not feel so alone and to help the past wounding. Okay, whatever got catapulted out of your life or you moved on from, it was kind of harsh is what I'm hearing. Perhaps you weren't expecting it is what I'm hearing. Okay, wow, that one wanted to come out. Oh, 2. These cards have been sneaking extra messages through. Spark of the divine. I reignite the divine spark within me and recognize I am part of creation. Well, that's the 5 of Cups. So you're being reignited. Okay, soul story number 2. Out of this loss, the pain, disappointments, things that did not work out like you felt they should or as many things that were on the track of wonderful blossoming and all of a sudden didn't work out, or people pulled back, they reneged. Some of you was a job or promotion, but it's coming through. So you're reigniting your passion. Okay, so there are going to be some ideas, and especially for many of you that this has to do with career choice, there are going to be some ideas that come through, or an idea that catapults you to a next level where there is a lot of acclaim. You are wrapping up an old cycle, okay? And you are going to your next level. So there's perhaps a life review that's happening, a mini life review. Archangel Gabriel, deep healing energy, soul story number 2. I invite Archangel Gabriel to bring hope and intuition in my life. That's what you need to focus on. So you're hoping again. That's why the divine spark is being reignited. It's lit. For some of you, it's kind of small, and it's going to be coming out brighter, you know. So trust spirit at this time. That's the message. You're bridging from one life, one world, something from one to the other. From one way of thinking and being to another. Okay, very powerful read. Let's look at your affirmation card. Owl. Pay attention to the winds of change. See? Okay. To do a little edit, to pause for my tarot numerology course. So, very, very powerful for you, soul story number 2. If you remember that you are bridging the old to the new, from one situation to another, to a certain level in relationship to a new level, from one relationship to another, from one focus to another. You're bridging right now in your life. Very, very important. And what's going to help you a lot is by focusing on synergy, the synergy of situations. You really want to look this week for situations and experiences and relationships that are synergistic. That's going to connect you into synchronicity, okay? So a lot of healing going on with you. You're inviting Archangel Gabriel to bring hope and intuition. This is coming out of a lot of, I heard just for some depression. So pay attention to the winds of change. That's your affirmation. Pay attention to the winds of change. That is because something is changing so much in your life, and it may be changing on such a deep level or subconsciously, or the changes may have been very, very subtle. So subtle that you didn't realize how much you've changed or how much your circumstances have changed. Expect offers. I also feel a lot of you are really going to be in touch with the spiritual aspect of your being, perhaps your guides, or you're going to be perhaps given a chance to teach or show what you know spiritually, or show what you know psychologically or philosophically. You're going to get a chance to show what you know, or how you know what's going on below the surface. For some of you, this could be mediation or mediating for someone, or helping someone through something, maybe even at work, being that kind heart, that kind listening ear, or that you're going to be diffusing something. So this is about understanding your energy, using your energy wisely as this divine spark gets re-sparked, reignited. Some new passion, okay? And I feel like winds of change, the winds of change are changing. The tide is changing for you. It's coming on the upswing, but it's the beginning of it. Things are lightening up. All right, your Soul Insights mantra is, as I feel my light, I am guided in my new direction. Look for areas and feel areas that are lighter for you, lightening up. That's going to be the new direction. Kind of like, I want to say balloons on here. This is like for ideas. You've got light bulbs. So there could be some great ideas coming for you this week. Inspired action is what I hear. All right, soul story number 2, much peace and soul light. Please let me know how this resonates for you in the description box below. Is how you can connect with me. You want to connect with me on MentorCam. Love your comments. See you in the next reading. All right, Radiant Soul Lights. Let's see what's coming up for you. Put this over here. Soul story number 3. What is coming up for you? I feel a lot. I feel like it seems like very little, but there's a lot coming up for you. I'm really getting something newly growing or opening for you. Some of you could even find out that you're pregnant, or there's a pregnancy around. There's a new birth, a birth of an idea. a new position. If you've been looking for work, there is going to be work coming up for you. Okay, let's see what is coming up. Let's look and see. So you also got amethyst. Something's budding. I just feel like there's this opening. Let's see. Ooh, oh my God, I don't believe it because I don't look at the cards. Emergence. 25, and it's coming from spirit realm. It's coming from spirit. The frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. So something new is emerging. If you listened to and watched the beginning of this video, I talked about going to different places that uplift you, that raise your vibrational frequency or help keep it raised. That really applies to you, soul story number 3, okay? Something new is emerging through you as you, something new. You're getting into this new energy pattern, this new way of being. And I feel like you're starting to hit your stride, whatever that makes, you know, maybe you're a runner, or some of you, it's creative. There's something about downloads. You're getting downloads, or people are downloading more of your stuff. So you could be artists, musicians, creatives. This could be something at work where people just finally, that you feel like you're getting your acclaim. They get you. They somehow get you. Okay, let's see here. What's coming up for soul story number 3? What's emerging? How can they align more to this energy? Yeah, it may start out small. I just feel like this stone is so powerful. I think I got it on Etsy. I don't remember with who, but that, you know, sometimes you just get these amazing stones that are just so powerful. It's powerful. There's a lot of power here. Look at that. It's all coming from spirit, this energy. Something you're aligning to where you're like, that's it. I want to do that. I get it. 5 of Wands, coming out of a lot of persistence, a lot of effort. The Moon. You're in the place of intuition, trusting your intuition. You're moving past your fears and focusing more on your desires. So you're being held back less, is what I'm hearing. Page of Pentacles, which also has to do with birth of a new direction. Something, again, whatever this is, it needs to be tended to. It needs to be, again, it's just the beginning stage. And it's something, I feel for some of you, it's like this new state of being that you feel in. And it's come out of a lot of work. I think a lot of you are also seeing your gifts, your potential, and you're moving forward on that. Some of you, this definitely has to do something in media, TV, media, YouTube, or something that goes into circulation, something that's very creative. You have to wait for the right time. So you're on a time schedule, is what I'm hearing. It's coming from spirit, death, rebirth. So you're about to do a huge change, or you've had a lot of change in your life. Maybe so much that you didn't notice. It was very subtle. Some of you, it came from loss and new directions, but you're looking at new opportunities now. You're ready to jump back in. You're jumping back in the game, is what I'm hearing, whatever that is. You feel like you're up for it. You're up for the challenge. You're up for the new direction. 5 of Pentacles. So on the mundane level, you just need to work through that you don't get thrown off by change or something new entering the situation, whether it's a timing issue or whether it's a new person or a new situation, or you thought A was going to happen, but Z happens and you're like, oh my God, why did this supposed to happen at the last? Why is it happening now? So some of you feel like there has been challenges that have caused monetary loss or loss of someone, something, there's loss. You might also want to watch Soul Story number 2. There's some similarities. A little bit. I feel like yours is more like getting thrown off your game by certain things that happen, right? Certain things that happen in your life or something unexpected. And I'm hearing from source energies that you just don't. I'm feeling the energy like you're so guided and protected right now. Let's see what this is. At the day's end, rest. I find peace in nature and rest my body and mind in order to connect with spirit. So many of you need to really connect with spirit more. Is it through nature? Is it through candle gazing? Is it through meditation, walking meditation, swimming? Is it through dance? Is it through chanting, meditating again, walking meditation? Is it through doing tarot? Even when you come to these readings, try to do it in a meditative state. That's going to connect you more with that spirit realm. Okay, you're learning to more trust that which you can't see but you can feel, or you're intuiting, right? So rest is really important. Some of you feel like you can't rest, like there's not enough time. You're like on this time crunch. And if you rest, somehow it's not going to, what you want isn't going to happen. We're actually going to look in the Black Moon astrology cards for you also. I'm going to give you a little more clarification and guidance, because yes, you can take time off, you can rest, you can move things to the next day or next week or end of the month. In fact, I would suggest that with some of the things that you have scheduled, that you move them a bit further out and give yourself some time to integrate this new change. This for some reason, this Page of Pentacles is speaking to me about integration. Yeah, and you've got balance. I balance here, the card of Libra. So it's about bringing balance into your life through letting yourself integrate. Look how she's holding and hugging that pentacle, but she's feeling the energy of the change. You've gone through this death. You're in the rebirth. So your higher self is wanting you, I'm getting the message directly for some of you. The way that you integrate what you need is by savoring the moment, savoring the energy, feeling the energy. It's like crossing a finish line, soul story number 3. And you don't just cross and yay, you cross. Have you ever seen, you feel it, you kind of pull back, you kind of, if you're a runner, maybe you bend over because you're kind of tired, and you just savor it. You feel it, like I passed, I went through this. You've got to let yourself acknowledge what you've done, your achievement, what you've learned, what you've gone through, and you need to focus on the energy of now, what it feels like, the relief. You need to allow yourself that. Let's see what your affirmation card is. Lion. Oh, believe in your own power. I think this is you holding or hugging your power, your empowerment. This is you feeling you, like, I can do it. I got through this. Look what I did. Look what I accomplished. Look what I helped do. Look at me. I'm kind of amazing. You know what? I've got some gifts here, some talents. You need to really take that in and savor it. It's going to make a big change for you. Even giving yourself some self hugs, hugging yourself and saying, well done, or I love you. Really, I feel like you need to give yourself your own validation, confirmation. Self-hugging releases the bonding hormone, oxytocin. And when others hug us, when we hold our babies, when our babies snuggle with us, our children, when anybody hugs us, but when we hug ourselves, the same level is released. So you need to really kind of hug yourself. You really need to get into feeling the divine essence of you and keeping things balanced, understanding that whatever is emerging through you might be throwing you off a little bit, or circumstances that are changing, shifting, and for some of you they're changing, maybe throwing you off, but there is this power, this empowerment coming through you. There is this emergence of something new. So many of you are about to have a breakthrough. You just have to, it could be a small breakthrough with this Page of Pentacles, or a gift of money, gift of someone's time or help or assistance or mentoring. But it's the message, the strongest message I'm getting from your higher self and the collective aspect of source energies is believing in your own power, your own empowerment, and recognizing how amazingly talented you are, beautiful you are, gifted you are, how you're so needed. Whatever it is that you're working on, you're so needed in this capacity, whatever it is you're asking about. And to trust your intuition, trust the moon, trust your lunar nature. Your subconscious is leading you into this amazing new energy pattern, this new experience, this new expression on a soul level. Yeah, it's believe in your potential, believe in you. So your soul insights mantra for this week is I believe in my potential. And for some of you, I believe in my ability to make the changes I need and want to make in my life. Let me know how this resonates for you, soul story number 3. It's about to kick off. Let's look at it. Emergence. You're something more. That something more is coming through you as you. It's powerful and it's empowering. All right, Radiant Soul Lights, if you'd like to connect with me, ways to do so are in the description box below. I'd love to read your comments. If you want to connect with me on MentorCam, I'd love to answer your questions. Until next time, shine bright, shine your light, sing your song.